hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe, never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack, where my at? Take an L and try to double back, we ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap, I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, I got game, sports dinner. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? I got game, sports dinner. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up?
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Washington Commanders. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Ready.
Right out of the gates, Lance going to the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a stoppage here for an injured player. Oh, boy, that's Trey Lance, who appears to be worse for the wear. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something to be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
11. We're good. We're good. What's up?
Second down, another run with Taylor. Oh, what a move. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
First and 10, Taylor now. And down to the 36-yard line here. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ready, set. Ready.
On first and 10, it's Spears. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Second down and 8.
Ready.
Right back to Spears. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 9, second and 5.
Switch, yellow. Set, huh?
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Smith, right.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he takes it in. Touchdown Commanders. Jonathan Taylor.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level.
Yeah, they would have been happy with the first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Christopher Dunn on for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Another run here with Dobbins. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
7-7, our score after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's on his way.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And Washington has taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now done for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
So done now following the score. Back out to send this away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
26.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1.
That is caught. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Rodgers. Incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far with this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Come on, set.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just boom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Rodgers now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's third down and inches. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. Here comes third and the length of the football. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. That one into the hands of Flowers. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit, because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4. They'll go again with Dobbins. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Hey, 626.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. J.K. Dobbins from 10 yards out. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and it's now 17-14. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
On the double.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Ready?
On first down, Lance. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Brings up second and 4.
Fury, yellow.
Now Lance.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Steal, black.
Lance now on first down.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Steal, check, steal. Ready?
from the gun. It's Taylor.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts,
as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. But he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete to Dotson. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
At the Packers' 10-yard line.
Let's go now.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
Black Ultra.
And Lance going to throw.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Red, cycle. Green jack. Hut, hut.
And Lance now to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And we'll see
and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yardage, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
First and 10, it's Dobbins. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Carryover from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Dobbins once more. And this time he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Packers.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Okay, ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Lance.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And Lance, he's going to change the play.
Blue check. Ready.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Check, strike. Watch out now. 50 Fury. 6 Mega. Claws red. Set.
And they'll go for it. Lance able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Lance.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Let's go.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Lance looking to throw it.
And he comes back with one complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he will find his man on the outside.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Let's go.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Set, go.
On 2nd down, here's Lance. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top lead on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 1 quarter remains. tickets for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. First and 10, Taylor now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
To throw, it's Lance.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Kenny Clark able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Smack! Smack! Cut!
Running left, Taylor.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready, ready.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jonathan Taylor
sending his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Rodgers going to throw.
Finds his receiver, Watson.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. Here now, 2nd and goal. Dobbins will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Ready.
Here's 1st and 10.
Blaster, 6. Set.
Lance back to throw. Dotson, he's got it. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
Smash, ready. Ready.
Here's Lance. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Lance looking to throw. Pass complete to Taylor. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Fight, fight. Set.
Now Lance. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Ready. Strike, strike. Hey, cross field. Ready.
A give for Taylor running right side to the 27-yard line.
Let's go, full set.
Here's 2nd down.
5, 97. Field, black. Ready.
He's back to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Check smash. Ultra. Set, go.
On third down, here's Taylor.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Okay, right? Slide through. Set, cut.
They'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, we're not going. Move again.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
Well, what a game this has been, and now overtime will decide who goes on to play in the NFC Championship. Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, CD, certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they scored first, game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That third down conversion good for 23. Not lacking aggressiveness here to begin overtime, Charles. A pretty big play right there. And looked like it might have caught the defense off guard. They may have been expecting something a little more conservative.
Yeah, they've got to shore things up in a big way because they make any more mistakes like that and really let them drive it on them. They'll be putting their offense in a tough spot to answer if they want to extend their season.
But just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
26.
On play action, Rodgers. That is caught. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. On play action, now Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes in overtime of the postseason. But they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure is now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, in the regular season, they would already be celebrating. Not so simple here in the playoffs. Now they also need to make a defensive stand if they want to pick up the victory.
Yeah, and I'm sure the team would be in favor of just taking the win right now, but in a small way, those defenders are also kind of happy for the rule change because now, on the big stage of postseason,
oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by Quay Walker, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, the change in rules from the regular season to the playoffs at least gave both teams, Charles, an opportunity, but it turns out the team who scored first got the victory.
They certainly did, partner, but it wasn't as simple as getting a quick touchdown and calling it a day, because they need a standout performance from both sides of the ball to earn this win in overtime, and they got it.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.
Like, I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and hold the comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in a bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 They don't love it.